Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I am discussing the Aaliyah and MAC collaboration. I had a few requests for me to do a review on this collection. So as you may know from my last video, I did pick up 3 products from the line from the Aaliyah and MAC collab. And the only reason why I did not pick up the whole collection is because I actually went in store and swatched these products. And let's be real, some of these products, it was not brown girl friendly, that I shall say. The bronzing powder was really light. Like, I'm not the darkest person. I'm not the darkest woman of color, but the bronzing powder on me, it looked real ashy. Like, it was not my shade, nowhere near my shade to be a bronzing powder. And don't get me wrong, I'm not the darkest, woman of color. Aaliyah wasn't either. But I do feel like if it is going to be a collection for her, I feel like the collection should be a representation of a woman of color. It should be more of a broader, darker, bronzing powder, so I didn't purchase that. It was some lip products that I did not purchase as well, because I wanted to get products that I felt that I could wear and not just keep it as a collector's item. I wanted to be something that I know for a fact that I will wear, that I'm spending my money on, that I will get some good use out of. So I tried to be practical with it and got the 3 products that I just knew, like, okay, I will actually use this. So one of the products is the eyeshadow palette, and the eyeshadow palette itself is pretty. It's a plum purple shade, and the only thing that I really am kind of confused about with the palette and the packaging for the products is why is everything this plum purple shade. Aaliyah's favorite color was black, so I'm not really sure where they got this plum shade from. So that is kind of up in the air because I'm not really understanding. But I do like the mirrored packaging for her products, but it's like everything in this collection is basically purple. Another thing that I've noticed with this, the packaging is a mirrored packaging, but there is no mirror inside the palette. So that's one thing that I did not like about it. Even though it is a reflecting, it's mirrored packaging, the packaging itself is purple. You can't actually do your makeup in this. You can't do your makeup in it. You have to look in an actual mirror. So that's one thing that I really did not like about this collection. Another thing is that it might not bother a lot of people, but it does bother me. They don't have the names of the eyeshadow on the front. They have it all listed in the back. And in this tutorial that I will insert, you will see that I'm just like, I'm not gonna go back and forth telling you which one is which, because I'm not sure if that's which one is which, So I prefer to have eyeshadows that have the names on the front of the packaging. So that's another thing that I really just did not like overall. And then, so overall, it's all right. I don't see Aaliyah in this eyeshadow palette. I don't see some of her looks that you can recreate using this palette. I just don't see it. None of these eyeshadows in this palette reminds me of Aaliyah. I feel like if you were going to do a collab as a tribute to her, and you wanted to put some eyeshadows together, if you're going to do nudes, do nudes. If you're going to do smoky eyes, do smoky eyes, because most of her videos she wore a lot of smoky eyes. Like, let's be real, if you go back to some of her videos, she wore smoky eyes. So I'm kind of confused on the whole eyeshadow arrangement for this palette. Like, in this purple, I just don't understand. Like, this purple, I just don't know where they got purple from, because black is her favorite color. So you would think, like, if you was going to do an Aaliyah collection, I feel like if you wanted to do some daytime looks, some nighttime looks, you could have like a palette, like a whole palette, daytime, like a neutral, and a smoky. Mix them up. But these colors right here, I don't see how you got it, but they are cute. but for it to be for a Aaliyah collection, Aaliyah collaboration, I don't really see that. So yeah, but overall these eyeshadows, they're okay. They got good color payoff, you know, but it's okay. I just want to say that this would be Aaliyah packaging. To be honest, I feel like the company just put some eyeshadows together and just slapped their signature on it. Just to be honest, I feel like what we're paying for is more so her name being on the MAC palette and not actually more in-depth and, you know, looking at some of her eyeshadow looks. I don't feel like this palette mimics any of that. So I am kind of disappointed in that. I just feel like I just bought a little MAC eyeshadow palette with her name slapped on it. That's how I feel about that. The lip gloss, I got At Your Best. I really do like this color. I love MAC's lip glosses in general because they're buttery smooth. They feel amazing. They're highly pigmented. I do. But again, I just don't understand where we're getting this plum purple from. I feel like it should have been more of a neutral or something like that. Even though she does have some of the neutral shades, but I just did not feel like that neutral shade fit my skin tone. I swatched it in the store. I just did not like it, you know. And then last but not least, I got the red bullet lipstick. And to be honest, I really like this lipstick. And this is Hot Light from Hot Light Fire. I really like this lipstick. I swatched this lipstick. I've worn this lipstick. It swatches very beautifully. I will swatch it for you. It's really pretty. Really pretty. It's a really bold red lipstick. And I really like this one. I feel like this is something that is Aaliyah worthy because she did wear, you know, red lipstick. And I really like it. And I feel like this shade can complement anybody's skin tone, you know. But yeah, overall, I just feel like the collection is okay. I don't feel like what I was so hyped up about. Like, I was so excited when I signed the position and that it came up to light that, you know, Aaliyah's fans are getting what she wants. What they want is a Aaliyah and MAC collection. You know, I don't feel like this was worth the wait. You know, I just feel like they just put some shades together and slapped her name on the packaging. But overall, I mean, the eyeshadows are okay. The collection's okay, but you know, I just wish that it was more to it. Like, I feel like we did not wait this long for something, for her to be recognized in this way, for the collection to be okay. I mean, let's be real. Her style was iconic. Her music, iconic before time. You know, people were saying that her music was well advanced, you know, so why is she having this eyeshadow palette, this makeup line with a major makeup company that's kind of mediocre, you know? But yeah, those are my thoughts on this collection. If you'd like to see any more videos like this, any reviews, any video requests, please leave that down below. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hey guys, and I love you, and I hope you guys are ready to start. And I already did my face makeup, so I kept it really light and simple. But I am going to focus on my eyes in this tutorial because she does have an eyeshadow palette. And then I will pick a lipstick or something for my lips. Okay. So now that we're zoomed in all up into my grill, I am so I cannot find my blending brush from Sonia Kashuk I got from Target like 4 or 5 years ago. That brush is what I was looking for to blend into my crease. It's like, have you ever had this one brush that is dense, this beat up, is not as, you know, firm as it was when you first got it out the packaging? That's what that brush is, and I can't find it, so I might have to go buy another one, which I'm not happy about because, you know, that brush is everything. So I guess for today's tutorial, I will use my Wedding Wow blending brush. We're gonna pray that this blends properly. And I didn't look through all these brushes, and I don't see my brush, so I don't know what happened to it, but we're finna go ahead and start. So this is the palette that we are going to use. We're going to see how this eyeshadow works for us, and the palette is gorgeous. So I'm gonna just basically do a little eye tutorial to show you guys the eyeshadows, and then we will discuss. I don't know if we're going to be discussing before or after this, but yeah, we will go more into depth about this collection. Okay, so the eyeshadows are on the back. I'm not sure which one is which, so I'm gonna just show you in the pen which one I'm gonna use. So the first color I'm gonna go in with this middle brown shade. It's a light brown shade. I'm gonna put that into my crease, and we're gonna blend that into my crease, and we're gonna pray that this blending brush do what it's supposed to do, because my other brush wouldn't have let me down. So we're just gonna pray for this brush. It's a really light brown color, so it's really pretty, but it's really light. So I'm still blending into my crease as my transition shade. You can see it, it's really light. Okay, so right next to that shade is this darker brown. We're gonna put that a little bit under that first crease color, so we're gonna place it a little bit underneath it, just to show a little bit more definition to define the crease area. This shade is actually a little darker than what it shows up in the pen. It's a little darker. It doesn't really look like this brown. It looks a little black. Applying, I don't know. Let me switch brushes, because that's not gonna do it, honey. So I'm gonna go back into that shade and just build it. No, it's not the brush. It's definitely the color. So it's more of a darker. And I'm gonna just flick the eyeshadow outward a little bit, just to scope out my eyeshadow look. Okay, so I think I'm gonna use a little bit of this purple. This purple right here. I think I'm gonna use a little bit right up underneath that. And we're just gonna blend that in to the crease a little bit. I wasn't trying to make this like a smoky eye or nothing, but we're gonna see what we can get. Okay. I think this one's a little darker than this one. So I'm gonna take this flat, it's a flat eyeshadow brush. It does not have a name, but I'm gonna take that and put some concealer along my lid just to clean this up, because the color is coming off a little darker than what I really want. So I'm just cleaning up just a little bit. Someplace. So yeah. So I did not pre-plan this eyeshadow look. So I'm basically going with the flow. But I'm gonna go back in with that purple that we use right here and just blend that back out on the outer crease area and blend it in a little bit. Now I'm going with a flat eyeshadow brush and I'm gonna place this gold right here, right on the top of my lid. This gold is so beautiful. I'm just patting this gold eyeshadow on my lid. Just patting motions. Looks really pretty. Really pretty. So I'm gonna go back in with that blending brush that I started off with, and I'm gonna blend these eyeshadows so that it won't have like a harsh line or anything on it. Blend these together. It looks really pretty. And we're gonna bring some of that purple shade. We're gonna bring some of that purple shade up. I'm not gonna use it with the blending brush, but I'm gonna use it with another brush. Bring it towards the middle of the inner corner of the lid. Right about there. So that you can see more of the purple in this eyeshadow look. It looks really vibrant on the lid on top of that gold. It looks really pretty. Like so. Just patting motions, patting that on top of it. So now we're going to go in with no more added product with that blending brush, and we're just going to blend those two shades together. So you'll get something like that. It's like an ombre effect. It's going dark, then light again. So you're just blending those two shades together, basically. And so what we're going to do is take that same eyeshadow brush that we used with that gold. We're going to spray it with some Flicks Plus. The color alone is very pigmented, but I want to make it pop a little bit more. We're going to go back in with that gold in the palette and place it right there on the center of that lid to make it pop a little bit more. Yes, yes, looks so beautiful. And that's what we get right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and line it. I think I'm going to do a wing liner because I'm always doing a wing liner. So I'm going to wing out my liner today. Okay guys, so now that I got my liner and my falsies on, I'm going to go back into the Aaliyah and MAC palette itself, and I'm going to go in with some of that purple and place it a little bit up underneath my lash line where my lashes are, and place some of that purple there. Just bring a little bit of color. So now I'm gonna go in with the gold from the same palette, and I'm gonna place that on the inner part of that eye right here, on the front part of it. So basically, like, the two are doing the same thing that the top of the lid is doing by connecting. So now I'm gonna take a liner, a black eyeliner, and I am going to place that inside my waterline. And I'm gonna use the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot mascara, and I am going to put that on my bottom falsie, my bottom lash line. Need to clean that up in the inside. So for lips, I think we should use the purple out this collection. So I'm gonna line my lips with the Milani Fuchsia lip liner. Because I did not buy the lip liners from the collection. Because sometimes when you don't line your lips just go missing, it seems like. So now I'm gonna go in with At Your Best You Are lip glass from MAC. It's a plum purple shade, and I'm gonna apply that to my lips. And the last, I'm going to go in with the blush just to bring this look a little bit more together, just to bring it just a little back. I'm going to take this blush right here. It doesn't have a name on it. It's from BH Cosmetics. It's a neutral blush, and I'm going to just take that and place that on my cheekbones. So this is the completed look. I'm gonna just spray my face down with some MAC Fix Plus. And I'm gonna just let my eyeshadow set, because I have seen creasing in my eyeshadow when I don't let it set once I spray. So yeah. And this is the completed look using my Aaliyah and MAC collection.